Let there be peace and love to all beings. Welcome to Satsang. The self alone is. That's what you are. That's what you are. Let the mind surrender to it. Can be at once. Once it is realized, you can never lose yourself, as you thought before. And all the rest may be seen, may be known, may be touched, may be smelled, may be understood. It's no more as a separate entity. When there is something seen, there is a seer. And the seer, when realized as it is really, is consciousness. It is that. When there is nothing to be seen, there is no seer. And still you are that. So, satsang is meant to hear all the time this revelation of who you are already before any wise man spoke about it. You are that, and the fingers who shows the moon just remind the seeker who wants to hear that. He indicates. So not the contrary. It is not the finger who makes it realized. It's already realized. It's just a reminder. That's why you have not to practice anything. You have just to see the nature of things that you thought for real, and you see they are impermanent. They come, they go. So it cannot be that. That which is already there, ever here, now. That is not subject to time. All the rest is belonging to the mirage, the creation. So there is nothing to transform, just allow to not to hear the mind who tells you I am the body and the mind. Be invaded by that indication. I'm consciousness, I'm myself, real self. All the rest is an impermanent reality. Which is myself too, but it changes forms and names all the time. So don't lose time in too much doubts or arguments against this saying. And if you can't, please, it's really, it's your opportunity to free yourself. So expose what could be the trouble. Because you see, why you want to come to satsang? You hear only the same thing, ever and ever. So it must be that you are attracted by that. So when one is attracted by, you are already yourself. It has to go with this knowledge that it's because the mind that you trust so far never brought you happiness or peace. And then you understand, of course, whatever comes and goes, all those names and forms are expressions of who you are with peace and happiness. And that is not subject to changes. So like that, more and more, the mind who still appears, that we use anyway as a tool even to speak about that. But the mind is seen for what it is. It is a mirage. Looks real, it's not real. That's why I will surely be convinced that I am myself, since ever. And no experience from a name and from a form will shake me about that. I've seen. It leads me to misery.
Last night I saw the eye rising
Oh, I hope so, otherwise you would be dead. That's good. But you mean what by saying that? What do you mean?
You always told me that if I see that
Yes.
eyes rising and then...
Yes.
And
But you see, there is nothing wrong with I. But if I rises with the glued concept, I am the body-mind, that's very good to be seen, to see. Because then, finally, you see that the root cause of this mirage has been seen for arisings, for something which comes and goes. So now you know this is called a mirage. It has no existence in itself. It depends on who you really are to appear. So what you are is that awareness who saw I rising. So that's a wonderful direction to be. So remind yourself whenever you are, wherever you are, and then the mind will surrender. I, who I taught in the past to be body-mind, so to be a mind, surrenders. I may appear, but I'm not a separate entity from who I am in reality. And that shape will come and go. But I keep quiet in myself. You can hear it again and again. Now there is a full autobahn in your heart. Don't doubt about it. It's the mind. Still you can ask me questions.
so when I saw that eye rising, and then it identifies with the body and I just wanted to...
Exactly. So you know, now you know when you say I, and who doesn't say I? All the creation say I first. When you say I, you see that it's not innocent. That concept is glued to it. If you free I from any concept, it's who you are. But you have seen it's not freed. It is glued to body-mind, to what you thought you were, in fact. The old concept. It will become old. So who are you, if you could see that? You must be different from what you have seen. Is it clear that? If you have seen I and that it's body-mind, you must be different than this I. Isn't it? So investigate a bit more in that direction. Already here, if you see something, let it be as far as to see I as taken for a body-mind. It means you are not that I, body-mind. Otherwise you cannot see it. And that seer, that awareness, is who you are. That is who you really are. Everything starts from here, from nowhere else. Everything ends here. So you have always been that. You just mistook yourself for a concept, for a wave. So whatever you can objectify means it is the mind who does it. So it's not that. It's part of the creation.
But sometimes can be more intimately linked.
Linked with what?
That objectivation, or not?
Sometimes it can be
More
intimate.
linked.
You mean you feel that you are very intimate, one with it, or something like that? I want to understand you.
Yes.
What do you mean? That?
No, I was not meaning that.
Sorry. What do you mean? You see, don't try to save this manifestation. It's a mirage. You can't say anything, even if you are intimately or hostilely linked. It's a mirage.
Okay, let's try to expose it differently, more in a less subtle way. We say normally that, not you say, but normally I accept, or is accept, that if mind is peaceful,
Yeah.
you can feel a good feeling on the heart, on the body.
Oh yeah, sure.
Then,
Even a cat in the sun, completely satisfied, he feels that. All the beings can feel that experience, yes, sure. It's part of the pleasures of this mirage. We have pleasures also. I only speak of misery, but there are pleasures. Misery and pleasures. A peaceful state is a pleasure. Some call spiritual pleasure. That will mislead you if you take this for real. Now, if you experience it for what it is, how it comes, it takes this shape. Welcome, well gone. Anyway, all is myself. Then there is no question of speaking of the manifestation as something separate. So what? Now tell me, there is something more. You want to understand something more.
how I tell you that? Like suppose here. No, it's better now. I feel like my heart is peaceful, and sometimes it's not now, but sometimes it's like difficult to the mind to accept that. It's like.
Okay, but let's speak of now then. So you feel peace. Okay, if you don't make your mind work, is the beauty of yourself. But if you start to see, oh no, I understand, or I own or gained peace, it's a mind talk, it's part of these waves and mirage and name and form. But if you are just, it is said also, who you are is peace, is bliss. But don't objectify it. Don't take it is you, as you thought you are, or think you are, that is in peace. Then you are in a state of peace caused by circumstances.
So it's not a link. So the beginning of my question.
It's about link, okay.
The beginning of my question is that
there is no link because in reality there is no separation. But as I being thinking body-mind, that concept alone brings the separation from where it comes. It's only that concept, it's amazing. Now don't touch I am this body-mind. What is there? Keep quiet there. Keep quiet there. if you ask a question about that, it's because your mind has still some kind of power to own it. It tries to make you an owner of it. Don't go into that trap. Hmm? This is possible, you see, because you have to understand that there is no way with the mind to realize yourself. There is no way. If you can bow down to that, you see, surrender to that, then you can keep quiet forever. Let the mind show this and that and present suggestions of link or oneness or whatever. It's not interesting. It's beautiful. Nature is beautiful. Thoughts, why not? And all, but it's not interesting enough to try to own them. Hmm?
And then you advise me to observe that also, but not interpret.
You are the observer, okay, you are the observer.
Although it's peaceful or joy or everything.
You don't transform, you don't own it. You don't need to understand more than what it shows you. Because they don't mean anything, because they are by nature come and go. They are the expression of who you are, of the one who sees it. Now, if there is nothing to see, you are yourself too, but it doesn't take the shape of the seer, that's all.
I missed the last sentence. It doesn't take the shape of the seer.
Yeah.
I missed that.
If you see, there is a seer. Nothing wrong with the seer, if you know that what you see is a mirage. But why should there be a seer, a shape of even a seer, if there is nothing to be seen? And yet you still are yourself. The problem is that the seer is never free. We always bring this I, the seer, I am the body and the mind. That is the trouble. Otherwise there is no trouble, and that trouble is coming and going anyway. In the sleep you don't say anything about your I. It doesn't even appear. In dreams it's a thought, so it appears. There is a I thought in the dream. So tell me anything you know of this world if you don't use your senses or your mind and supermind. Tell me anything of this world. Anybody can tell. Let us see. Is there anything which is not due to a sense? But you see, even it's extraordinary. Even if you see the trees, I see the trees there, I immediately speak of my experience of the trees, I totally forget that it is because I have eyes. In the same way, when you see this world, this manifestation, you are totally used to speak of the experience and you totally forget the substratum of it. In the same way, with any sense you can do that. We always forget, oh, what a beautiful music, is because I have a ear. Here. And this and that, you see.
I don't want to.
And what about I, the free I? You say, I see. My I see. But I see that my I sees. That's why.
Although I think we can observe things without the senses sometimes.
Now tell me what? Which experience, for example? Tell me what?
And it doesn't correspond to a memory. It's a new
No,
thing.
but tell then.
You want me to tell?
Yeah. It's not enough to just say, I will not swallow it so easily.
It leads me to, okay, but once my mother was in a hospital,
yeah.
and everybody thought she was dying.
Yeah.
And I came on the entrance to the hospital,
Yeah.
I look into the sky, and I see like a presence, a blue presence. I had never seen that before, and it was not with the eyes.
But it is said in the books.
It
You
said-
must have heard that in books.
It was
I can show you a few books who speak of that.
okay, maybe, but it was not with my memory. Okay.
Who knows? And also, the mind has the capacity to create things.
Okay, I can accept it, but for me, it's like it was a fresh.
But it's always
Not
fresh.
it's
It's always fresh.
observation, not with the senses. Okay.
It has to be with the senses. Because if you have an experience, you must be an experiencer, which means the body-mind. Otherwise, you would not speak like this. Because you see, if you are the seer, the one with the awareness, for example, of all things, whatever you see it, but it's not separate from who you are. You will not call it a thing that is meaningful. It's part of this creation. Your mother may have, also it may be due to her, your mother may have some astral body more developed and so on and so on, you know. So all those things are possible. But it is part of this manifestation. You agree?
Yes.
Ah, okay, you agree. Yeah, when I say senses, there are also supernatural senses. Huh?
Okay.
All that.
Like that is it,
you know,
yeah.
yes. Whatever is sensed, you see, from where it comes. Is it here now? Where it went? You can question. So you are that which never comes and goes. And all that is included, of course. It's from there and it goes back there. And all this manifestation belongs to that all. There's not a single grass blade or blade of grass which is not even there, that.
Then like that we must consider that sense manifestation and subtle manifestation. Maybe it's, from my understanding.
Manifestation is a manifestation.
Oh, okay.
And that has to be seen, because spirituality is full of misunderstanding, you see, because those who take the path of spirituality with practices, they get experiences they never had before, because they go to different levels of this universal mind. But it is still manifestation. That has to be very clear. Very clear.
But okay, if you allow me, in that case of my mother, I never talked this like that.
Okay.
Yes, I took that as a direct vision that allowed me to have a direct action. Like that I could...
Yeah, dear. Yeah, I don't say. In the life, you may take those things, okay, and it may help you. It's like an intuition that way took this shape. In the life, it can help, but it cannot help to realize yourself. This I don't deny. But you see, in satsang, I try to really have only one direction, which is the substratum of all this.
If I insist on that, is because I had that confusion.
Yeah, but that's why
these things are linked. That kind of experience, we are linked with what we are, and maybe it's not.
Everything is linked, even to drink coffee is linked.
Okay.
In that way that it's not linked, I would never use that word. It is the self itself. It's who you are. But as long as you confuse one shape for who you are, you have to negate everything. You have to. To finally see, oh, these are the play, the waves, the expression, the creation of myself. Okay. You cannot do the other way, to take forms and names for that, and then you may realize yourself. It will not work. It's wrong teaching. It will not work. So go to the root cause, question the root cause of things, which is this rising I, to realize yourself. And here, I am that itself, ever, even here now, and I don't try to experience it or feel it, because then I create a I body mind who wants to own that mirage, illusion. You are clearer or not? Something clearer or not?
I think so, something clear.
You go that direction, huh? And you want to tell something? No? You want to ask something? Yes, please, you do.
If we are this pure awareness, you were saying the observer of the situation, and what's the, because I see everybody I know has emotion and feelings, right?
Yeah, right.
And that kind of gets us, even though I know everything here is my mirage, each one of us here feel different ways and have different history and stuff.
Yeah.
So how this, to do this jump into understanding it is all, pardon me, but I've got this, my own feeling, you know?
You just have to realize that who you really are is that awareness of what you expressed. That's who you really are. So if that is really who you are, you can just see now. You express, no, that awareness to see things, yeah? That awareness is you. Is what you search. Is what all the teaching point out. So there, can you tell what you ask me? Is any valuable thing to ask what you ask me from there?
Yes.
From there. That's the answer, huh? Now the mind rises and wants to explain so many things and all, but mind you, he will explain and change his answers and philosophies all the time. So you cannot rely on that. So be yourself, keep quiet that direction. And then you will understand what is what. But not through the mind, it just reveals itself. Okay? I don't know, I look at the new face. You can, why not? No. It's over. Huh? It's over to ask. It is over to ask. Okay. It's rather that you search for to be reminded, to see by yourself what was already there. So that is done since thousands of years. You have a question? Or I don't force it, but you came, so maybe you have something to ask.
I was just the experience, like if you go in very different rooms of people and energy, you always absorb a lot, no? More if you're open and like in this meditation, you absorb everything. And even like ceremonies, like how much it makes sense to enter in the space of others and to just like, whoa, get that kind of energetically, so much things. If it's not, if you can't, I'm asking myself, like, is it worth to experience all this pain sometimes or suffering if you don't kind of have the permission to or like it's my place that kind of guides it, like, oh, we meditate, we eat healthy, like the energy, no? Mm-hmm. Or you just go into the war to send love and compassion, but it's kind of, I'm asking if it makes sense. You know my question?
Yes, I think so. You see, does it make sense that yourself has pain? This you have to solve. Who has pain?
Uh-huh.
Who has pain?
Who has pain?
Yeah. What is it that has pain?
Right. But you don't absorb all these like things that happen to you also, no?
Not at all happily. I would be exhausted. I would be sick in a bed probably. No, I don't believe in pain. It happens to everybody and mind. Of course, as to mind and so on. But what to absorb? Why should you absorb pain? Even your own pain, you have to see, it's not real, belongs to this body-mind. I am myself.
It don't have to be pain, it can be confusion, like collective energy. More people.
Same!
Yeah, it's the same for sure.
How can you even carry that on your shoulder? Everybody gets sick if they do that, and I know it happens.
Yeah.
It depends what you want to teach. I like only to indicate, don't confuse yourself to be a body-mind. You are just pure, whatever is said, pure reality. And that's it. So why to absorb? Everybody who brings something, then, if there is a group, everybody who brings something, it is, obvious it is, that it is something you can see. So it's part of the mirage, it's part of the manifestation, it's part of the misunderstanding about who you are. So don't touch that, let it come, let it be there, let it pass. Don't take it for real. So how can you have what to absorb? Surely not. Don't step into absorptions. Don't step in. You will be sick. But it depends what you want to teach. I just say what I know, so I tell you. You have to be clear about what you want to teach. Because there are many ways about that. Okay? Are you clear?
Yeah, kind of.
That is not enough. You have to be very clear.
I'm quite
quite happy to be here today because it's a new experience for me.
Yeah.
And it's maybe I'm not so prepared like this.
You may just listen.
Okay. But I have some difficulties in my day, to be consciousness. Sometimes I think, okay, I should meditate a lot, and then I think it's not the way, and I really don't...
What do you know about consciousness? What is consciousness?
It's be clear of myself, it's to know myself. And,
It's to be. It's who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah? Consciousness is who you really are. Yeah?
Yes.
That you know?
Yes.
Okay. So when you are troubled, it happens to what?
When I'm troubled,
Yeah.
I get stressed.
Yeah. But it happens to what? To your toe, to your leg, to your thought, to your emotion.
Emotions, thoughts.
That's what I say. It belongs to the body and the mind. And it's what in the past you thought you were. When you say I, tell me, who are you? What you will tell me?
I don't have answers for that.
You don't have answer, then you have to investigate.
Yes.
I am consciousness itself. All the rest happens to the body-mind, but identified so much with this concept, I am body-mind, that I think I am that. And that has to be questioned. Is this I as body-mind real or not? And to have the answer, you ask the question, who am I? And you keep quiet where the question finished. Like that. Yes. Okay.
I want to say thanks, and I want to say I love you.
Yes, I love you too. So there is no doubt remaining in some corner or some mind. You don't allow a doubt to invade you. Don't allow that. It kills many times. It's not necessary. And if there is no doubt, where is the problem? Because it's only the doubt which postpones realization. The trust is not 100%. If there is no doubt, what's the problem?
If there is no doubt, there is no realization.
But there is a conviction. You replace the doubt by a conviction. There is no realization. How can you dare saying that? Tell me, what is your reference to say that?
In this time, in this moment, it occurs to me any no doubt.
Okay, no doubt about who you are.
But I'm not real. I don't realize.
Okay,
I have
but
no
how?
realization.
Why you say that? What make you say that? Because you are already yourself. So what do you listen to? Which kind of idea you have to say that?
No, I know. I understand and I know.
No, you don't understand.
This body and mind. I know this.
Okay.
But even but I don't have myself realized.
How do you know it?
How?
You are sure that you are not the body and the mind.
Yes, myself is not.
And who says that with such a conviction? What makes you say that with such a conviction?
No, I know myself is not an object, any object.
Okay,
Any idea.
so what makes you tell that with conviction? I am not this body mind. From where it comes, this conviction?
It can happen, but I don't know.
That would be interesting to know from where it comes.
If it comes from the mind,
What it comes from the mind.
no, but it's deep. It's a deep conviction. It's a deep. I understand really.
Yeah, but how come you can understand that? How come? Must be that you are not this body mind to say I'm not this body mind. You must be aware of that.
Yeah.
There must be an awareness of that.
Because I understood in the past that I was not, and
In
I
the
understand that I know that I'm not this,
Okay.
any object.
Then
That I know.
why do you listen ever to your mind who says I'm not realized? Why? If you are not the body and the mind, why do you listen to this mind? Yeah, beautiful. You keep quiet now. The thing is, you see, I've seen many people who I have seen once, I'm not the body-mind, you see. But what is lacking? Something is lacking. They have really seen the truth. And 10 years later, they became something. What happened? Having seen, I'm not the body-mind, what happened that they slipped somewhere, even, let's say, in that conviction? What happened? They have not kept quiet. Oh, I'm free, I can behave any way, the desires are fulfilled, I enjoy celebration and all. Keep quiet. Never go there. That's why so many have seen, especially through Papaji, so many have seen who they are. They know it. They know it in the memory today because they have not kept quiet.
Can you say once in your life that you are dead, but you are also your body-mind?
You are there, but while some Jivan Mukta, they may speak like this, I am dead. If they like to speak like this, why not?
If you realize it, you can say like that, I think. Or not.
Yeah, and when they die, really, what do they will say? I am super dead.
This I don't know, I'm asking. You could say that?
I will not speak like that,
You would not speak.
but it's totally acceptable, why not? That to the concept or the belief and the body-mind.
If you don't make any mistakes, conceptual mistakes or misunderstanding, you can say that. You have a body, you have a mind.
Yeah, sure. The question is the belief that I am. If that belief disappears, you can say so many strange things. Some say when I eat, some say when I eat, I don't eat, some say I am dead alive, some say I'm fully alive. Doesn't matter, it's rather a song, song. But what's true is that you have to realize who you are. And then you are free to express in whatever way you like. Because anyway, everything is the expression of yourself. Huh?
It was just because here you point a lot, we are not the body-mind, we are not the body.
I only point to that.
Okay.
It's my only job.
It was just to make some contradiction, but it's not apparent contradiction, but it's not.
First of all, you have to catch the belief you are born, but birth belongs to the body-mind, you see, death belongs to the body-mind. I prefer to speak of the disappearance of the belief, of that concept, but I don't, if somebody wants to be very original and outrageous, you can say anything, doesn't matter also.
It happens. It's amazing. I can explain you why I put you that question. Because some moments ago I was here and said, okay, I'm going to ask who I am. And the answer, you are also your body mind. It appears to me that it was ancient that... like that, you know the story.
Yes.
Can you speak a little bit more about be quiet,
Keep quiet.
please?
You can only keep quiet when you follow the direction that you are not the body and the mind. So, who is asking this question? Go back from where this question arose. You ask, no? So, go back or go where it finished, it's the same. The question.
Where the question comes from?
Yeah.
From the mind?
No. From the mind, you learn that. It's okay, but now you have to go to the direction now. It's enough of learning. You go to the direction. From where this question comes, you follow where it ends, that question. In you have to go introverted, you have to go in, ask the question. You ask and no, I don't ask. Ask the question.
Question.
Your question to me, ask it. Ask to yourself now and go where the question finishes. Do it, I want to see it. It's not outside, it's in. Inside. I don't want an answer. I want to see you go in. In. Not looking at. Inside. No. You go in.
I don't have any questions specific.
Yeah, you ask me a question.
I was trying to understand that it is be quiet.
That's what I say. That's what I say. Who is asking the question? You go to where this is ended. You don't go in. You stay out. You have to go in. The first step of investigation is to go in.
This question comes from my mind.
It's wrong.
It's wrong. It comes from where?
Okay, you have the answer. It's your mind, yes. And then what? And then what? I want to go beyond that with you. I want to give you the answer, what is to keep quiet. So do what I say. I want you to see more than simply mine. For that, I ask you. I don't want an answer mine. From where this question leads you, show me. You stop too early. You stop too early. It's a direction. No, the but you never investigated then. Okay. Yeah. Say I.
I.
Okay. From where it comes, show me in your body. From where this I comes, show me in the body. From where? Okay. Stay there. Keep quiet. Keep quiet there. Then why you ask the question?
Because sometimes I don't feel I'm quiet.
Sometimes. Then go back there. Go back there.
Okay, yeah.
The mind will never allow you to keep quiet. The mind will never allow you to keep quiet.
That's why I feel exhausted. Maybe.
But you don't need to pick up that thought. You don't need to pick up any thought. Because the mind will never make you quiet.
Is that so good?
Even if I don't look good, it doesn't matter. Okay. So you saw a little bit where to keep quiet, you saw it? Okay. Go there again and again. Don't give importance to your thoughts. Go there again.
That means that I need to be all the time aware.
And then what's the problem?
Is it going to be all the time like that? Be aware?
Who spoke that?
My mind.
Okay. I said to you, don't pick up a thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Very good. So just be aware. You see how the mind is rebellious. It brings thoughts and all that. So just be aware of that. It's for everyone the same. You don't need, after some time, you have demystified. No, oh, that's the mind. I know, I heard, and I trust the ways to keep quiet. I don't go there. Just, this is the wisest indication, and then the self will reveal itself anyway. So, don't be fooled by your mind. You have to demystify that stuff. Whatever appears is mine. Is mine. He will never, never speak the truth. The mind has to be a servant, not a tyrant. If I speak in images, you see.
Ganga, isn't awareness mind as a perfect servant?
Oh, I didn't understand. Is awareness?
Isn't awareness mind as a perfect servant?
No. No.
Then?
Who can speak like that? Who can speak like that? Just tell me.
I've heard of, including you, of prior to awareness, prior to consciousness.
Yes, I know. I changed a bit my language. I must say that what I called previously as consciousness, I said it was the mind with many layers. But I see that finally it may confuse because everybody, including Papaji, says the self and consciousness the same. Why not? So I will call from now what I call consciousness universal mind. When it is no more personal and the personal is in it. It doesn't matter, but so there is not prior to consciousness. It's also a thought to make you search more. And Nisargadatta was using it, and I was very much helped by that, when still I thought that an experience of cosmic mind was it. You see? I was calling that consciousness, but I was mistaken. It was still an experience. There was still an experiencer. So I don't mind to call it as everybody else calls. It would be easier, maybe. But I see Nisargadatta also said. So I don't know. Whatever comes out. So what you wanted to say with prior to consciousness?
What cannot be conceptualized even as consciousness?
Prior to consciousness is not conceptualized. You see, what is indicated is not that. What is indicated, it's an indication just to allow you to realize who you already are. So words are said depending on which one. But it's true that if ever you take an experience for who you are deluding yourself. When there is an experiencer, you see, it's part of the mirage. Now the experiencer, and that is the trick of the mind, can have a form of nobody. But who knows there is nobody? Still an experiencer. So one has to go to a guru to check. That's what I live. That's what I believe so well. Because you see, conviction, firm conviction. In the Middle Age, people had the firm conviction that the earth is flat. It was not questioned. So conviction doesn't mean anything, in fact. We have the firm conviction, ask anybody else, that I am the body and the mind. Of course, when I do that, you feel it, and so on. All those arguments. Only in satsang you hear, you are pure that. Then I don't say a word now. You are pure, you are yourself. Here, now, everyone, every being. The mind makes it complicated. The mind searches for it because the mind wants to own happiness and peace and understanding, knowledge. He wants to own. But then it troubles and makes you believe you are a seeker. You see? So that mind has to surrender. And a surrendered mind is no more a mind which is taken independently as something. Once you see what is the mind, it's part of yourself in this shape which comes and goes. But this mind can be full of stuff still. It's a wave. Or it can be pure and transparent. It comes and goes. So I would not say that even a, what did you say, pure mind?
No. Awareness as being the mind as a perfect servant.
No, I wouldn't. It's a wave, still a wave. And if you don't consider it anymore as a wave but as yourself, there is no servant and no master. There is nothing.
May I continue?
You continue. Are you aware? I want just to know. Are you aware that you want to defend your vision? I accept it, I don't care. Are you aware? Or, may I ask, is it a real problem, means you really would like to be clearer about it?
Yeah, it's that I'm puzzled by what you say.
Okay, good. We will come.
Yeah.
We can still continue maybe as you like.
Entschuldigung.
No, you just be a bit. Don't touch each other, please. Don't touch each other. We have space. That's nice.
Here's something.
Voilà. Welcome to Satsang. It's an auspicious birthday for you. Huh? Papaji says, Papaji was my master and the master of all of us here. When he was very old, he was looking like this. I am the ocean, and all forms seen are my waves dancing on me. This is knowledge. So I translate a little bit. I am the ocean. We are living near the ocean. You see, ocean and waves. Every day there are waves, yeah? You agree? He's done, he's done. So, the ocean and the waves, yeah? Ooh, ooh, and the waves. What you would say? That ocean and waves, they are water. Both are water, isn't it?
Yes.
And yet there are two names. Ocean, because it looks vast, it's different. And waves, it's because it's smaller and it has another shape. So names and forms. Huh? Names and forms is like your body and your mind. But in fact, you are the water. You are the substratum. How could I say that in a simple way?
What you are.
You are what you are, and from there, names and form rises. So, I am the ocean, and all forms seen are. Please attention, please. It's just a minute. Are my waves dancing on me? This is knowledge, self-knowledge. When waves rise, the ocean loses nothing. And when waves fall, the ocean gains nothing. Isn't it? There is the same amount of water. It's like I am the body-mind, it's a wave, or I'm no more the body-mind. Who you really are has not gained something and has not lost anything. As waves play, so the ocean plays. I am ocean, I am water, I am wave. Separation between water, ocean, and wave cannot exist. In reality, there is no separation. Only the mind gives separation, giving name and form. There are no differences, no disturbances, no one to be disturbed. Giving rise to an I am waking up, I am going to sleep, I dream, I. Giving rise to an I or any other thought is giving rise to a wave. I, who are you? I am named this way. I have this kind of body. That's a wave. Now, who are you? I am the real self. I'm reality itself, from where the waves come. That is the water. Water remains water, so allow everything to be, for it is yourself, your real self. As a river discharges into ocean, discharge into what you are. What you really are is happiness, bliss, being, cosmos. That's why it's very important to realize yourself, just to be peace and happiness. Here is only awareness, we cannot call it also awareness. I'm aware that I'm sitting in satsang. I am that awareness that I, body, mind, my body and mind is sitting in satsang. Here only self is. That's the truth. Only who you really are is. So close your eyes, let those words penetrate your heart, and you keep quiet. There's happiness itself. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh. The time of prasad. You also need a prasad or what?
Beer.
Oh, Laila! Laila!
It's the girls.
The girls! It will be known in the world. The girls! Oh my God, you are amazing! Amazing girls! Oi! Oh!
So cool.
Thank you very much. Ah, attends, voilà les jeux qui s'élèvent. Oh, le pas dans le jardin. Yeah. Sinon tu vas les retrouver là. Oh, thank you. Wow. Thank you. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Attends, wait. Just wait. Oh, wow. I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. It is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Please. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sarah. Happy birthday to you. 20 years old. Oh. In the body mind, of course. Oh. I know it's correct. This is yours also? Yeah. Answer. So, dear Pragata, let's come back to the mind or to the no mind? Okay,
To the no
tell
separation.
me. Non-separation. Then there is no problem, huh?
No. No. No, there's no problem. There is no separation from mind to awareness.
But mind is not called mind when there is no separation. It's yourself. It's yourself. It is said, ocean, wave, it's water.
Okay.
If you take yourself for ocean, then there is still okay, the waves is myself, but still I'm ocean and these are waves. If you're water, all is water.
Okay.
The mind never existed. The mirage never existed. Still it appears.
It manifests.
Still it manifests. It appears. It only appears because I take I for something. This is the thing. So what is the question? In fact, I have to be clear.
Really, your question is I'm puzzled. I'm still puzzled.
Okay, but
right?
tell me. This has to be clear.
Yeah. I tried not to
But
say
I wanted
anything,
to know your intention. So, okay, you are puzzled. Okay,
Yeah.
tell me then.
So, your stance of today as saying that awareness is what is. Right? If I'm not body-mind, if I realize this, then I'm awareness, and that's it. A few years back, after quite a number of years of training in attention and awareness, at some point he had told me, drop awareness.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, because it was I conscious. I am conscious. You see, it's very different. Those who practice meditation, the meditator is conscious.
I'm not a great meditator at all.
Okay,
no.
I don't remember the context.
No.
Okay, drop away.
So,
if you can drop it, why not?
Yeah, you told me drop awareness. I was wondering how we live then, right? If I drop awareness.
How we live? That's not a question.
Still, I was wondering how. But I trusted you, so I went into that thing. Okay, I got to drop awareness. Right? And then it was all confirmed, in fact, by something I heard from and read from Papaji, where he says at some point, you are Satchit Anand, truth, awareness, bliss. But then he says, and then this is also not the end. Then you have to ask very quietly to the Guru, and it will take you, or Pi or whatever.
Okay.
So this is where I'm going.
No, because if you express anything, if you can know anything, you see, it's a direct. We can make differences between direct expression or indirect expression. Let's say it's the first step. As I is the first step, but bliss also. It's I who takes the shape of bliss, yes. Satchitananda, and that's why it's not permanently there. It may be very often there to a few, maybe not. But the one who realizes will not be troubled if it is not there also, you see. He never loses itself. Let it be of no bliss, no sat and no chit. Is that?
Yes.
So, is there anything?
So then it is also not awareness, right? Because awareness comes and goes.
As I. Awareness
Mm-hmm.
is there when it needs to be there. I see a tree. I see I have this experience still in this body-mind. Then there is a seer, there is awareness. When nothing happens, it doesn't need to appear.
Okay, that's clear.
That's all. Huh?
That's clear.
And still you are,
Yes.
yourself. Okay. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. There is no teaching, you see. Otherwise we crystallize, even awareness is crystallized. Whatever you express, it becomes. But it doesn't mean that if it is an indication, it's maybe also the perfect indication. So, whatever is said throws you back there, where you are. One sleeps. Only when you wake up, oh, I had a beautiful sleep, so there was a kind of awareness, but it was not experienced. It had no, even the name of awareness is not there. That's what one is.